John Rhoda, what's happening? Let me see if I can get this. How long can't get too far. Mm. Let's see if we can get just right here. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Let me know in the comments y'all can hear me go on this phone here. Oh man, YouTube. I'm live. Can y'all hear me? I'm live. What's up, bro? What's up? Yes, sir. Y'all can hear me good, man. Let me know if y'all hear these chains, whatever. I figured out to you hear the chains about got the chains on my thing, so my other half will be here shortly. She in there putting up bail and taking care of the youngest, making sure he alright, making sure he's straight. So it's 9 o'clock. Y'all hear me good? If I get a box built with my 12s hit lows better, yes, I assume. I don't know what you tuned at, but yes, a custom box by a good box builder. I think I'm fairly good. They should be able to tune you to hit the lows for the genre of music that you listen to. What's up, DT 1980? What's up, y'all? These my heavy. These my hitters be here all the time. Aaron Richard, the LJ, uh, DT 1980. What are we drinking on tonight? Apple juice. We drinking on apple juice. How about that? Yeah. Mm. All right, we're gonna be doing some DD giveaways here shortly. I'm trying to figure out what subs I want to purchase from DD and give away. Uh, because y'all made me who I am. I was talking to a manufacturer. I think this week. Yeah, I think it was this week. And yeah, I think it was this week. And he called me an influencer. I got that title, cardio influencer. Oh man. I didn't set out with that goal in mind. I set out just relaying my information, the things I know about boxes, because that's predominantly what the channel is about, my boxes. And then giving cardio tips. And along the way, I garnered over 17,000 subscribers. And here we are. This manufacturer, this guy, I will respect the guy in the industry. He referred to, he said, yeah, you are an influencer. So that's, whoa. people people will listen to what I say. I'm humble by that because I don't know everything. I think that some told everything I know about cardio or heck, building boxes could fit on the head of a pen, a sewing needle pen. Because I'm constantly learning all the time. Make sure I stay humble and realizing that, with sound is tricky. And there's always something to learn. There's always something to learn because people are always pushing the envelope. The brands that I support and back, they're always pushing the envelope. They're trying to do what cannot be done. And that's why I push. I don't, the guys that just say they design and engineer. Okay, design, anybody can design a subwoofer. You can go online, design a subwoofer. And if you hit the lottery, put your name on a dust cap, and that's your design. Now, design and engineer, if you look at the words design and what you want it to look like, engineering, what you want it to look like and what output you want it to have. Okay, engineering is bringing that output to light, bringing it to fore, bringing it to reality, with your goal in mind. Whether it's BT Audio with the SQL, they design their subwoofers for sound quality, then loudness, or digital design does the same thing. They design their subwoofers, number one, sound good. And then let's make it insanely loud. Kick it the same way. When you go up to the Q class level, all this subwoofers, period, but especially when you get to that Q class level, I want it to sound good, and then I want it to be extremely loud. Sundown the same way. Uh, those companies there, y'all know I have a preference for them. I know y'all say, man, you got a big preference for DD. Yes, right now they say you go DD, you never, you never go back. And y'all seen the performance of the 610E. Uh, Here shortly, I have a 710 DRE. No, the 710D. There is no E on that. And bring that to light. That's a very almost 9 o'clock. What's up, man? You did already got. You can bring me some, brought me some more apple juice. We'll set it over there. They already asked me who you drinking on tonight. I said apple juice. And who you drinking grape juice? Grape. Hey, grape juice. Uh, yeah, man. I like to keep it. You like WinSD? I don't use WinSD. I use Basebox Pro 6. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with ISD. And I'm gonna tell you something, huh? Oh, and then I'm gonna tell you so also. You told me to keep it strictly to an hour this time, right? Yes. Yeah, keep it strictly to an hour. Yeah, especially when you know you looking extra nice over there. I keep it to 45 minutes. I don't know, baby. I don't know where that's at. I think I got it in my pocket. Might be in the truck. Might be upstairs. Oh no, I got one in my pocket. I think the keys. You want the keys? Here, the keys right here.
All this showing on camera?
Oh man, you know they can hear you too now. You know that. All what's showing on camera. Now you pointing out. Now they down there.
I'm standing in front of the camera.
Yeah, they ain't crazy. There's a lot of married couples on there. I'm trying to keep the show PG, baby. Yeah. Okay. Innovating is another level engineering. Yeah, innovating is another level engineering, but man, there's a lot of brands out there, man. They're not doing no design engineering. And I'm not here to bash nobody. But y'all see I review the subwoofers, and if you hear me talking about it a lot, I probably like it. If I'm not talking about it a lot, it's because, go figure, you go figure. It's probably because I know they're not doing any engineering. You know, it's comical to me sometimes how I read manufacturers on their website and the words they use. You know, they pay somebody to actually put those glamorized adjectives and adverbs describing their product. Yeah, for the SEO. What's the SEO?
Search engine.
Yeah, search engine. So they got they use these grandiose words to describe the performance of their subwoofer, and I be wanting to say, man, that mess came out of Alibaba. You ain't did nothing. Stop faking. Will you cut that off this time so we ain't gotta go through that? You go. Hey, they do a lot of grandstanding, adjectives and and you gotta realize they salesmen too. They salesmen, so they gotta sell their product. So they read, and I'm not gonna tell you who. And I read some of the titles, and when they describe the output, they subwoofers, a lot of hard work and R&D and research went into it. I was like, yeah, then why your subwoofer look like these two over here? They do the same. Y'all had the same dream. And then I've heard them, and I don't hear any difference. I haven't. I give any subwoofer a make bass, but the accuracy of that bass and the output, the tonal quality of the bass. That's why I finally settled on DD in my application, because I tried everybody else, and some of them did basically well. The Kicker, the B2 Audio, the Sundown, and then I got to another level, and I was like, hey, this in my application, this is the biggest corner that I can get, and the sound quality, because I got the supercharged models of these. The sound quality is just, I'm still breaking them in. I'm still breaking them in and not riding around. I can't. That meter, let me tell y'all something. That meter that I did at 140 with these jokers right here, y'all know I'm still not giving the sub the full power amp, and I'm still only on 1500 watts. And I'm already at 140 at 30 hertz and 33 hertz. Already at 140. And I'm just taking my time, breaking them in. And the sound quality, y'all listen to my system. Some of y'all listen to it through the headphones. And some people have actually heard it in person. I'm SQL crowd. It has to be loud and it has to sound good. I want balance highs. I'm about here shortly change my highs over. I had Infinities at first. I went from Infinities to, I think it's it's a DB Drive Platinum series in there now. And then I'm going from there. I don't know. I think I'm going to DD now. I'm gonna try them now on strength of themselves. I'm gonna try their mids and highs and probably put some application on them, because y'all say, man, who does your mids and highs? It's the Alpine processor in there with some. I just changed the door speakers out. So I just like turn the volume knob. I'm not finna do all that EQ setting. I'm not finna do all that. I'm gonna set it one time and be done with it because I only listen to one genre of music predominantly. So I don't need me to keep setting and changing it. But let's get to some of these questions and see what's going on. Okay, because I know there's a lot of people in here that's for me, and there's a lot of people in the comments in here that are not for me.
Not a lot, a few.
A few. Anyway, but welcome. Thank you for the view and welcome. You still do transmission unboxes? Don't see the video no more. No, I do not do the transmission unboxes because, for one, I get a lot of bills, man. A lot of bills. Uh, Sometimes I talk to people. They say, "Man, I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna call you back." And I trust me, I'm not pressed for you to call me back because I only gonna take once I build. I keep my numbers from a certain amount. I have to build to take on more bills. So if I call you, it's your time to get a bill. And if you don't get it right then, for whatever reason, I'm not pressed for it. I'm gonna call the next person to bubble on my phone, and take it. Then I'm gonna not answer for a while. So if you're not getting the message for a while, it's because you probably ain't got no spots open. When I get the spot open, I get to you. That's your time to get in line. If not, if you don't get in line at that time, hey, there's nothing I can do. I mean, that's on you. But I don't do the transmission unbox because I got like a assembly line here. I don't spend a lot of time on one box.
Mm-hmm.
If you want plexiglass, I'm not your man. If you want LED lights, I'm not your man. There are guys that do that, and they do it very, very well. I'm not your man. If you into the output, you want a solid constructed box that's gonna perform. I'm not with all the crazy colors either. I do black and gray. It's about the bass for me. It's about the performance of the subwoofer. If I need my magnet showing that, then I'm not your man. I'm not your man. You got to get in that guy's line that does the plexiglass and all that. I'm just about bass output. They hear you before they see you. That's all I'm about. So the transmission hum box, it takes too much time. It takes too much time, too many measurements that you got to get because different trims and stuff. So it's no option for me. I'm sorry. I've had customers who got my transmission unboxed and they say, "Man, you got to bring them back." Where I'm not going. I'm not. I do not foresee it right now. Now, when I get my CNC machines, and guys, Grant told me that that will happen here shortly. I'm gonna get my CNC machines and get my warehouse or whatever shop, whatever you want to call it. Then possibly I'll bring back the transmission unboxes because I have a machine to cut it. And I just have to assemble it. But right now, it's not on the table. Marcus Blaylock, yeah, you've been here for a long time, man. Back when I had 2,000 subscribers. What position should your subs point to in the SUV for best sound? And remember the video? I just put that video up today. Now, when you say best sound, who best are you referring to? And that's why I put that video up about the basic design with two subs, baby, and a port on the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can move that box, you can face two subs, you can move it so many different ways to find out what's the best listening positioning for you. Now you got a best listening position, and then you have a best metering position. The best metering position might not be the best listening position. I'm sure people will tell you. I've heard vehicles that metered good sound like shit. Okay, I've heard vehicles that didn't meter good sounded great. I guess that's the same statement. But the best listening position is what you decide. Now, if you go with the subs up, port back, you're only going to get two options, four options, unless you're going to, I guess, turn the box sideways and fire the port to the driver's side or the passenger side or fire towards you. Subs faced up the entire time. Whereas you get a box with sub port, you can face it back, you can face it. You can face it to the driver's side, face it to the passenger side. You can flip it over, face it to the traffic towards you, and then you can flip that box over and put the port on either side that you want to put it on. So you get all these different positions. Like look at this phone. Let's say the port's here, facing you. I can take the box and flip it over. Now the port's on this side, facing you. Or I can take the box and flip it this way. Now the port's here, facing the back. Now I can flip it over this way and the port's facing. You got all these different options with that basic design. The center port looks good. It looks slick. Yeah, port in the middle. Is it giving you more output? Or no. Unless, now this is different. Let me quantify that. Unless you're messing with kickers. Kicker will advise you to take their subwoofers and put them closest together as you possibly can. and have them as close to the port as you can. Make them all act as one unit. More efficiency. There is a difference. There is a difference. There's a difference when you put them kickers together because they have a square shape. They couple the air better than a round subwoofer. Round subwoofer only toward the end where the circles come together will they couple there. From that point, the cone, the circle is moving away in both directions. Well, with a square box, square sub, it all works together as one. It's a, I would say a minor. I ain't gonna say it's an addition to the sound that's there to make everything work as one unit that a round sub just can't give you. Okay, that's fact. Now let's move on. Twan Murphy, what's up, bro? Okay, best being accident in the best listen position. You usually can't have both. That's what I just said, DJ. I just said that. I'm glad you got on that DJ Rock on. Sometimes the best listen position is not the best metering position because metering you trying to catch the SPL, depending on what you're looking for. Now, if you, I'm not into just chasing numbers, so I'm not going to tell you that. I'm into SQA. I want it to sound good. It just so happens I can do numbers with it. Okay. Okay. Well, I went to. Woo, man. Uh, yeah, you do. You're talking about that shaking that stud. Okay, people here is influencing a lot of people how to bang with efficiency. Yeah, my biggest thing on my channel is efficiency. A lot of y'all into power handling.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm not. I want them to handle a certain amount of power.
Or they just don't understand.
Yeah, but y'all don't understand because the trend in the world today, particularly in America, man, how much power can you take? How much power can you take? And I'm into efficiency. I'm gonna tell you why I'm into efficiency.
And the world is moving toward it.
Efficiency. By 2030, shit, by 2025, my beloved Hellcat, Corvette, all those heavy duty engines are gone. They're going electric. They're going electric. So the days of having these super heavy subwoofers with 80 and 90 pound motors
Yep. Coming extinct.
is soon gonna become to extinct. Why? Because if you got to put that much subwoofers in your car, or SUV, Hummer got an SUV that's all electric.
Hmm.
Pretty thing, every car you see on the road today is gonna have an electric option.
Hmm.
By 2050, there's gonna be a more electric car. I'll be dead then, baby. No, I'll be 70 then. No, I won't be dead. So there'll be more electric cars on the road than fossil fuel cars. And with that being said, you're gonna put all this weight and then all these batteries and then run all these runs of wire, and you're gonna go from a 500-mile range to a 250-mile range,
Right.
and it's just not gonna be practical. So you're gonna need to have subwoofers that are efficient. I know BT Audio is on that curve. I know Digital Design is on that curve. They don't even list their sensitivity rating because that's how they all you
Hmm.
with their products. And they said, man, it gets so loud so easy.
Hmm.
And
That's
I
why they don't
told you,
put numbers on
they
it.
don't put the number on it. But you ask, they'll tell you. Look, no DD sub has an efficiency less than 85. None. You see me say on this video, call and ask them. No DD subwoofer has an efficiency less than 85. That is Joss's thing when he tells his acoustical engineers, this is what I want. I want y'all to help me get this. I want high sensitivity. And that's why you get the wow factor. The man, they so loud, and you don't need a lot of power. And that's why they don't put these 2,500, 3,000 watts like my sundowns do. A lot of power, inefficient sub. I've not bashed them because I've told Jacob and Brian that y'all gonna have to go toward efficiency here soon
Hmm.
if you want your company to survive.
Yep.
You're going to make subwoofers that can give you the same output.
Hmm.
And it can't be just your Nightshade version 5 model. It weighs 60 pounds. Has more motor force, more potential for output than the ferrite motors of the ZV5. Yeah, the ZV5, the Nightshade. Now, the Nightshade's like 30 or 40 pounds lighter. More motor force, more output. because they use near them motors. People wanted to figure out how to use the saw parts with Ferrite motors because all the near them motor places in China. Very few in America. Very, very few. Very few Ferrite mines here in China, in America either. So you're gonna have to figure out how to get the saw parts to work correctly to gain a greater efficiency to get a certain output. But here in America, all we're concerned with, man, it takes 2,000 watts, 25. I hear guys when they ask me, y'all got these subwoofers. I think one guy recently, I got two EVA 12, they 1250 RMS, man. So I'm gonna get a 2,500 watt, 1,000 watt amp. Yeah, and then that's you gonna get your alternator. Now I'm gonna get a bunch of batteries. I said, so you gonna get batteries that your alternator can't never replenish. So after you play your system for about a month, now your battery is drained. Yeah, now you're gonna be failing because you got an inefficient motor inside it needs that power to perform.
Yep, and you stuck at your location because your battery dead.
Because your battery dead. Now let's look at like for instance DD. Why they give you two ratings in lower and the six? Because they saying that this lower rating is going to already move. You're gonna get output, a reasonable amount of output. At the top rating, you'll get even more output there, and then it can do even more. But you're not gonna need it. Challenge about efficiency, efficiency of the box, and efficiency of the product. You get a given loudness. I'm not into throwing a lot of power. I'm I hear, like I had one. I told you last week about the guy who had American base XFL 15. He did a 142 at 49 hertz. I said, man, I'm doing 141 with eights and he had a Tar Amps 3K. And I said, well, I got a Fosgate 1500, and I take an 8 and do a 141 at 33. You doing a 142.9 at 49. You louder. I'm right there with you and lower. Because the meter, if you were standing here in a 142 and a 141 vehicle, you couldn't tell the difference with your ear. So I'm all about efficiency. Yeah, still drive. Man, I tried to hit you up about that box. Got that 12 cutting up. Then so I said, man, that one harder than two 12s I had in. That's the MBE efficiency, baby. That's still driving. That's just I believe in efficient boxes. Some people say I don't necessarily mean it's gonna be overly large. It's gonna be the most port area and the most volume that your subwoofer can use on the port area on the power you got to give. And I advise you to pick a efficient subwoofer. Uh, hope you had a day, Damian Diaz. Hope you had a blessed day too, brother. Hope all y'all had a blessed day.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for that. Let me see where we at now. Well, I hope my glasses come in. Yo, Marcus, squad boy from South Carolina. He always doing that. Where the pup up? How big he now? Oh, the pup big. He's 28 pounds now. He's a big little something. A big little hard-headed little something. You know them pit bulls, man.
Stubborn.
You can pick of the litter, so he's just like it. He's boy, look, I gotta break him. When I say break him, I just gotta. I'm the alpha.
Stay firm with
Stay
him.
firm with him. He always up under me. He's always up under me. He happy to see me.
And
Mm-hmm.
people give pit bulls a bad name. Because I am not a dog person. I'm not a pet person. It runs in my family, but I'm just not that. But I love this dog.
Man, he
Oh
love
my
her.
God.
Oh man,
I thought I was going to end up getting rid of him. I can't bring myself to do it. I've gotten rid of all the rest of them.
sure did. That German Shepherd that took it last a month.
And Yogi.
Yogi was I don't know if Yogi wasn't a mutt. I think Yogi's a
That's
mutt.
what Yogi was.
This is a full bred pit bull XL. Daddy was 118 pounds. His daddy scared the daylights out of me. He was using it.
I was on the phone with
Yeah, but
do I need to get in the truck?
that's man. They brought the daddy out when I was picking him up, man. They brought the daddy out. I said, "Good God." I wanted the dog, but at the same time, I was sitting there thinking about, man, if the daddy bite my knee, I'm done. When he came and sniffed my knee, I looked at the size of his head. His head was bigger than the width of my leg.
Almost equivalent to an alligator bite.
Yes, Lord, he would have. He just took it off, ran off with it. But I warned him then. So he was the pick of the litter. So he's got a strong personality. Very, very, very smart.
Yep.
Pit bulls and they good with kids. They are good with kids. I don't know about that.
Back to the subject at hand.
Can 2.8s fit behind third one in your car and maintain performance? Yes, two can. Depending on what year do you call, you're looking at 2.8. I advise people 2.8. Yes, they can fit back there and give you a good performance. Any of the two, especially the four brands that I run, that I showed you, told y'all are kings. I really need a good strong. Okay, see, salt AK. Okay, okay. MBE family, good evening. What's up, David Coach Lake? I think he in North Carolina. If I put too many screws in the box, I'm taking subs in and out all the time. Is the box ruined, or could I just add another layer of wood and start afresh? Well, if you add another layer of wood, you would start afresh, but you would add.
You're gonna create air bubbles, like you're gonna hear like.
No, not when he add
Why
another piece of
not?
wood. No, what he gonna do is he gonna increase the volume of the box slightly. Now you
So you change the tuning.
slightly, depending on how far you take it out. But you just doing a 3/4 inch, it ain't gonna be. That's not gonna make that noticeable of a difference in your tuning. Or you could take a drill out all your holes that you keep putting on the subwoofers in, the screws in. Get you some wood filler and fill the holes back up, inside and out, and then let it dry. Let it dry. I forgot. It's a good wood filler at Home Depot. You put that in and let it dry. 24 hours, come back, you can drill right back in there. Get the wood filler, the same hole. Go get the wood filler that says sandable and paintable. In 24 hours, you can drill right back in it. Now, once you drill too many holes in there, yeah, you might need to get you a whole nother box. And I know why you keep changing the subwoofers out like that, because
You ain't satisfied with the subwoofer.
you ain't satisfied with the subwoofer. You need to, hey, people say this all the time about DD. You putting all these DD subwoofers on the channel, man. DD pricey. One thing for sure, you'll buy it one time, be done with it.
Satisfaction.
If you looking for sound quality and loud, you're gonna buy it one time and be done with it. I'm not into. I get the same thing, like compared. I had a guy say, he said, man, so them DD they comparable to a Scar Evo 8. Man, stop it.
Ain't nothing
The Scar Evo 8, no, brother, no, nowhere near. ZDX, nowhere near at all, remotely. Buy something one time, man, and be done with it.
Yep.
I got a YouTube channel, so I'm always chasing out trying to see, more and more and more. And I can look at TS parameters. So when I recommend y'all something, it's something I'm telling y'all can buy one time, be done with it. If I recommend you a brand,
you tried it.
yeah, I probably tried the brand you had, or I know something about the performance and stuff I know in the industry. Among yeah, it's garbage. Yeah, yeah. What I mean by that is, it's not gonna say it's garbage, because any sub will perform in the box design for it. Yeah, they said that. But you gotta look at the tonal quality of what you getting. He is making, and some people say, man, I'm not finna spend all that money. I just want this, and man, your box makes it sound nice. I'm gonna give you that. But then when you want to sell it to a different tonal quality to your base, you gonna have to pay to play. You agree?
I was gonna say you gonna eventually want to step up. So for those that
Want to spend their money one time, be done with it,
exactly, if you have to save up to get what you want instead of
and be done with it.
spend more. And I learned that early. When I
Mm-hmm.
used to do the bootleg mechanics, I still always end up having to pay after they screwed up what I needed to fix.
And you got to keep and you keep
Yeah,
going
keep
back and
spending.
back and back. You
Keep
got to keep
spending.
going back. You got to keep
It's a
going.
cycle.
You got to keep going back and back and back. So instead of buying, you say you buying this sub for one time. Now I'm still on the cap. You buying this sub one time, then you turn around and it blow for whatever reason. Then you buy another one or a different brand,
Second buy.
your second buy. Then for some reason you don't like the output on that one, so then you buy another one the third time. For them three subwoofers you done bought, them 312s you done bought, you could have bought 112, been done with it,
Been satisfied.
and been satisfied. You could have bought a DD 12 or 10 or a kicker or B2 audio and been done with it. And been done with it. So when I recommend you something, I done have some experience with it, played with it, heard it here locally, know what it can do, know how it models out, and that's it. You're gonna be done. Pretty much when I recommend people stuff, they yeah, they be with that brand for life. They do that brand for life. And because of y'all, people reaching out to me in the emails and everything. Hey man, now they answer my emails back. Hey, can we I see you had this interest in such, but what were you looking for as a promoter and this, that, and other? And now because y'all done made me influence. Because pretty much if I recommend you something, you gonna be with that for life. Particularly if I recommend you some if I recommend you DD, you're gonna be DD for life.
Them and your experience,
In
man.
my experience. But once I say when I recommend that brand to them, they gonna stay on that brand because I'm not gonna recommend you something that I wouldn't run.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna recommend you. It's like those who actually do the systems, the full systems for them. Pick out everything. When I pick out everything, I pick a brand in a price range
Yep.
from
Budget
them four that I have.
budget friendly.
Yeah. So why don't you? What's your budget? And then I'm gonna pick you out. I want to spend this money, and man, I want to do it one time, be done with, and I want the best. So I'm gonna pick one of them four off your budget and give you the total system. And I pretty much know when they call me, I mean happy man, this sound. Then they get the box from me, blah blah. And that person's gonna be with that brand for life. They're gonna be hard for them to. And I understand them. I understand and value what y'all give me as a influence. What I say means something. I gotta watch what I say. And I'm only going to back those brands that I believe in, those that I know are actually trying to give you a given performance, not just trying to take your money. Like same thing with my boxes. I only build boxes with people that I know are going to perform. It's a lot of boxes I refuse. I'm not finna build that box. You ain't got the space for it. You can't do it. Not gonna happen. In fact, today I had to refund the guy money. No, yesterday I refunded the guy's money. I said, man, you can't fit that in that space. I'm not gonna do it. It's not gonna sound what you think. It's not gonna give you the MBE sound, so I'm not gonna give you that. And the MBE sound is performance. No lights, no plexiglass, no on my paint, my stain job, match the interior of my vehicle. No, no, no. But I bet when you turn my MBE box on, they're gonna do what it's designed to do. Quake, quake on them lows. You know what I mean? Now, let's get back to these comments over here. Whoo, boys, a lot of y'all out here today. Or a lot of comments. Everybody talking today. I know most of the time y'all be talking to yourselves in here. Oh, DJ Rock On. My most efficient subs are the 1380. J Audio make very efficient subwoofers. Yeah, pretty soon I'm having some J Audio subwoofers on the channel too, man. J Audio been known to make efficient subwoofers. Efficient speakers. But if you like JL, you gotta try DD too. I love them single sub setup. Man, look what's going on, man. There's a lot of comments up here. Um, Best me using the okay. To remember 3 weeks later came across Big Bro. I'm still kicking myself for moving too fast, but I want quality and I'm still good. Scorpio, I'm the same freaking boat. Bought a JL12 to remedy and 3 weeks later came across Big Bro. I'm kicking myself for moving too fast. I don't know why you say that, man. What's wrong with the J Audio
Yeah,
12?
yeah.
Nothing wrong with J Audio.
Great choice.
Yeah, great choice. My sound system 210, 2W for him. You going to try max 8 inch anytime in the future? I might. I might. I might try the Max 8. I'm looking at design. It doesn't look any different from anybody else that uses that 6-foot basket. Uh, and got a 73 cut cutout. I don't think it's going to do any more than anybody else using that same cutout and that same design. But I will try it out one day. What is the difference in down firing and forward firing in the truck? You just said it. Down firing, the cone is muffled. Front firing, nothing is blocking the cone. Who's going to have more output? Do you think it's possible to have more output when you take the cone? The bass is originating from the cone, from here. So if you cover this up and I don't have mine covered, who's it gonna be louder? I can even be louder with smaller speakers.
It's almost like this.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it's like. So I can be louder with smaller speakers. With H facing forward, I'm gonna beat your 212s facing the ground. Cause your sound muffled. Mine is especially if it's a ported box.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. And I can take a smaller speaker. That's the MBE truck box mindset. 2H. Mmm. DDM 8000. Boy, you got a big one. What you run on that shit? What you on DD 8000? But then this is Brandon from Indianapolis. For my VFL comp signature, I know I need a lot of power since D2. Should I go crazy large amp so I can run 2 on, in your opinion? Yeah, that's yeah, you definitely inefficient. You don't need a lot of power, a lot of electrical run the power wire. So should you run 2 ohms? I don't know. 2 ohms gonna sound good, but you don't have that's not a sound quality driver. That's just an SPL driver. That's just bass. It's gonna sound good. Now it will get me when I tell people about what sound good and what doesn't sound good.
Maybe you can help them. Maybe they might understand it if you explain it to them future wise.
Future wise.
Yeah,
What you
maybe
mean?
efficiency. What you explain, what you push efficiency.
Yeah.
In 2026,
I can't go back there though. Hmm.
what you want, it's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. But he talking about what he got it. Whether some people don't believe in that mindset anyway. I believe in the fix. Some people still gonna run, and that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But with you running with a VFL 12, understand this. That's not a efficient driver. Number two is not a sound quality driver. I don't even think American Bass makes a sound quality driver, except for that maybe the XR series. I've heard them; they sound good. That's probably the best sounding. So, but remember, all of them make bass now. When we talking about the tonal quality of the bass, that's nuances that some people ain't gonna pick up.
Right.
And if you in a trunk car, you probably don't even worry about no sound quality because all your stuff muffled anyway. Well, y'all got these Caprices and box Chevys, and what you gonna pick a sound quality stuff for? You putting the box in the box. All you gonna hear is geese in the crowd work. You're not gonna hear it anyway. So it don't matter if it got a sound quality to it. And I understand that. If you coming about the trunk, you not. But if you got an SUV or a hatchback or a car with a wagon with a sub is inside the cabin with you, that tonal quality of the bass might be very, very important. And then certain brands you're not gonna look at because man, I get to actually hear this bass. I want to hear the difference between one note to the next. Okay, you down? Okay, number one. Number one kicker hated. Number one kicker hated in the house. I don't know what that means. I don't hate kicker. Are you using any other social media? No, just YouTube. I'm not really a social media person, man. I'm not. Yeah. I'm not really a social media person. I'm not one of them guys where I wake up in the morning and look at my YouTube channel because this is where my business is. But Instagram, Facebook, I hate Facebook.
Nope.
Yeah,
Not a
Facebook.
fan.
Yeah, I definitely ain't a fan of Facebook. I find out most of them people they ain't got no system. They just on there just rehash what everybody else said, and just that's why a lot of you got them tar amps. And you go to Facebook, I said, well, what can I get a cheap amp for? Go to Tar Amps Marketplace. You'll see
Facebook Marketplace.
you'll see a bunch of them Tar Amps, 3K, 5Ks, all of them up there for sale. Somebody else got strict and buy them too. Okay, I want to give you a tour of my quad T-line enclosure. Should I just shoot you a video or email you to set up a session? Quad T-line enclosure. I don't think you need it. I don't want to. Man, I'm not finna build no quad T-line for nobody, man. That's if you did it right. I don't care what size sub you use. It's gonna be a huge box. The thing about T-lines is let me tell you something about T-lines. T-line brothers, you don't have a lot of power. You're trying to get the most output you can from the sub. That's what the T-line's for. It is the cross-sectional area. The cross-sectional area of a T-line is equal to the SD of the cone. And then you gotta make it a certain length to get a certain frequency. In my vehicle right there, me running those 2.8s in a T-line, it would roughly be bigger than what I got right now. It'd be a little bit taller than what I have right now. But I got a lot of power to give. So I don't need a T-line. A T-line is for getting very, very loud on very little power. And when I say very, very loud, loud is relative. Loud is very relative. What I might deem as loud, you might not deem as loud. So people like to throw that word out, T-line. I done built T-lines before, and I know what they do. They do. If I had, like I say, I had this subwoofer here, and I only had 300 watts. I know 400 watts to give. Without putting, and only had one. And I want to get as loud as I possibly can with 1.8. Yeah, I would build a T-line enclosure, but it has its limitations too, because immediately after the frequency is tuned, it falls off bad, very very quick. So you can't play enough. You really gotta use your subsonic filter with a T-line because immediately, let's say you tune church, immediately after you hit, it's not gonna play below tuning like a ported box. Or immediately after tuning, boop, and you can tell your sub up. You gotta have your subsonic set correct so it won't play anything below. Because it's not a T-line is not going to play nowhere near below tuning. If it's tuned to 33, at 32, your subwoofer is flapping. You know what I mean? And also, it's not practical for me to keep building, often option to build people T-lines. For one, they're big.
That's what I was about to ask. That's what I was saying.
What?
Is that you need the vehicle for that?
No. Sure. Nah, you don't need a vehicle for a T-line.
You know?
Nah, it's all based on the subwoofer. You usually gotta make sure it can fit in there. Because it's gonna be some natural. A seal. Look at the orders. A seal box, smallest box you can make a subwoofer. You put that same subwoofer in a porta box, it's gonna be a little bit bigger
and louder.
And louder. You put that same subwoofer in a fourth order, it's gonna be a little bigger than the ported box. You put that same subwoofer in the sixth order, it's gonna be a little bit bigger than the fourth order. As you keep going, you keep getting bigger and bigger to get more output, to get more efficiency. See, that's what happens when you do a seal box. You go to porta box, you get more efficiency. You go to fourth order, you get more efficiency. You go to a sixth order, you get more efficiency. What they're not telling you is that the box keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It takes space to make bass, brother. It takes space to make bass. There is no other way around it. Bass is made by the rarefying and compressing of air. He who moves the most air is the loudest. A subwoofer they can play in one cube, and you put this subwoofer in one cube, and you put the same subwoofer in a half a cube. Which one's gonna be louder? The subwoofer in one cube. If it can play in one cube. If it's got enough airspace, it can play in one cube, and it can play in 0.5. When it's in one cube, it's gonna be louder than when it's in 0.5. It's a fact. It's physics, man. A smaller box is not gonna be the larger box. Don't let nobody trick you in there. It takes space to make bass. All right, sub will bottom out. Yeah, somebody 1000 said, for that Fosgate is terrible, sell it to me. Yes, right. Your subsonic gotta be set. You on a T-line, that subsonic gotta be set balls on, because you will tear that sub up. Once you get below tuning, it's over. Above tuning, it's going, woo, man, that's just that on very little power. But that's all the benefit of a T-line. I'm not here to push T-lines because, for one, like I said, they're not practical for most applications because power is cheap. You can still get good power, good clean power reasonably well too. And also the size of, man. The size of them is just, oh man. Remember, I'm into functionality. Like what I got in my setup in my truck. I can still see people in my trunk, put stuff up on the back. I can put stuff in the back behind my seat on top of my box if I want to. Or bags or groceries or whatever, this, that, another. I'm not trying to totally utilize all the space in my vehicle. I know some of you are, and that's what you do. I don't got no problem with that. I build you a box for a 5 cube box for a trunk, whatever, this, that, another. That's why. What do you recommend for trunks? 2 10s, 2 8s, depending on what 12 you looking for. 2 12. Why? So you keep the functionality of your vehicle. Who wants to ride around with a trunk and you can't put nothing in it?
Right.
I don't see the point. Maybe because I'm getting old now, but I don't see the point. You ride around, you got a vehicle with a trunk, you can't put nothing in it because the box one end to the next.
Yeah, so now your trunk serves no purpose.
No purpose.
Size.
And Indigenous say he just got his Fosgate T5000 BDCP. Oh man.
When you say about large,
plug it up, plug the power up. Plug the power up, make sure the power don't go down.
When you say about large, you disconnect.
Yeah. Yeah, loyalty is something, don't ever forget it. And get that cord right there and put it on top of here. Yeah, man. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. No, white cord. I got a cube down here. Yeah, there you go. Let me plug it up for me, baby. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
My nails ain't gonna get that out. Okay.
It's showing.
These are my
Ain't that something, man? Ain't that, hey, y'all pay for y'all wife nails? My wife pay for my wife nails, what, every week? Every 2 weeks? Yeah, finally we gonna get some. She pay for them nails, can't do nothing with them mugs. You hear me? Not be touching everything like this. Huh? Everything. I cut, oh,
I need some help.
the key, what you need?
What the kill
The
at?
key right there.
I said, what
There's a
the
bunch of
keys
keys
at?
upstairs, baby. You went about this house with these stairs, now you don't want to go up the stairs.
Yeah, I thought you had
Right, the key right there. Ain't no key right there. Ain't a key down there.
Don't be pointing me into directions and you ain't even sure
Down, look over there.
in that direction. Saying something.
Look over there on that table. Might be a key on that table, man. White cube. Ain't one right there? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. No volume. Frozen. Internet can okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we are aware.
Okay, y'all where? Y'all we back now. We back. Salute. Yeah, I think the ball. Al, that digging low, you said something that's very, very Rockford and JL have completely different sound characteristics. There is no which one is better. If you like the sound, then ask what it is. That's exactly right. I like that, man. There's a difference between DD bass and kicker bass. There's a difference between all of them. There's a difference between DD bass and sundown bass. There is a
True
tonal
audio.
quality. Yeah, you gotta say which one is better. I can't really say which is we good. I can't say which one is better. You gotta figure out which one is better for you.
You're listening.
I can't say that this subwoofer sound better, or some woofers I can tell there is a tonal. There's some brands that, yes, I know I would straight up tell you over the phone, yes, this brand sounds better than that brand.
Well, there's a listening difference.
There's a drastic listening difference. Why? Because they're not doing anything. They bought it off they hit the lottery, put their name on the dust cap. Then you got some people that are actually doing something. And the ones that I back, I believe that you will hear the difference in the output. And once you go with that brand, you probably don't go nowhere else. Now I gotta review everybody. I ain't gonna run it, but I review a lot of stuff that I ain't gonna necessarily run. All right. Now, okay, pipe baby, Scar Evil 12 or Audio Pipe BDC 412 SPO on the same power. I'm leaning towards Audio Pipe, but what do you think? Hmm. I ain't gonna answer that question. I'm gonna leave that. Let that be as it may. I ain't gonna answer that question. Ricky Stevens, I've been wanting to buy. Okay, Marcus Blaylock. Okay, here we go. How would you put Crossfire in the same category as Sundown when it comes to quality? What kind of quality are you talking about? Crossfire's been around since the 90s. Crossfire problem is Paul never revamped himself. There are a lot of companies that are trying to revamp themselves to get more market exposure. These big boys here have been around, got way more money than Sundown, way more money than Crossfire. They're trying to get out of tier two and get into tier one. Of the four brands I recommend, Kicker is tier one because of the money. They have an extensive catalog. They are the oldest. They're tier one. DD is in tier two, about to transition here shortly within the next 2 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years. And DD will be a tier one company. They will go from not everybody knowing about them to a lot of people knowing about them. I'm gonna have a little hand in that too, because I respect the brand. Uh, Sundown, B2 Audio, they're trying to get to tier two. Trying to get to tier two. And I'm sure they got goals though. I assume coming to tier one. And what's the tier one? Tier one is when manufacturers, auto manufacturers, come to you and want to put your product inside their vehicles on the showroom floor.
So that basically says when manufacturers stamp,
Auto. With the brands,
yeah, they
kicker,
stamping
you
it
know, you can
saying
buy a
it's good.
Polaris with a kicker set up in it, right off the showroom floor. Yeah, you can. Yes, you can. You can buy these little slingshots, whatever. They got packages with Kicker straight up. Kicker does OEM. Yeah. Uh, at one time, a couple of years ago, Sundown was trying to get into, I don't forgot what brand, but Jacob was trying to get into auto manufacturers, trying to get his product put in. Oh, don't want to lie here, but he was trying to get his brand stamped, but he wasn't big enough. They didn't want to. He didn't have the longevity they needed, nor the brand, nor because he was too much into the SPL side. He was so much to the SPL side that the auto manufacturer back then, it was a high end company. They couldn't finalize it. He wants to do that. All of, but come on, man. We love sound, this, that, another. But let's understand something. The people in this thing to make money. They love bass too, but they in to make money. They're into it to make money. Oh, you and me both. Okay? All right. So, but who starts a company like I started MBE? You think I want to be in my garage? You think I want to keep doing this in my garage? I'm making moves to get out the garage. Yes. So you got to think long range. DD wants to do that too. They want that. They want to. That's what helps Kicker with they OEM setup. They got. I mean, there's cars out there, especially trucks, that come with Kicker packages already installed, and you can buy them aftermarket. They want that money so they can get to that noir, to get that much more exposure. It's a business. It's a business, and the ones that's trying to get to that level, they want to have. They can't get too much into the SPL. They gotta let know about the SQ crowd too. They gotta have a little SQ too because they want that money. They got mortgages and feed their family and this, that, and other. So those companies, they actually come up with, they design and engineer to give you a better product. All right, instead of just trying to take your money and put your name on a dust cap.
They got experience in what they do.
Crossfire makes good products, but they do some R&D and do something to stand out. They do. Crossfire does R&D. Paul, he's not a slouch. His thing is he's trying to respect the dealers. A lot of brands, brother, are out there trying to respect their dealers. But I'm gonna tell you something. The age of the cardio shop that's going through overhaul right now.
Hmm.
That's going through overhaul right now. That's being revamped right now. Everybody thought Kicker was gonna die when they put their sub in Walmart. Kicker's still here. Yes, I know y'all talking about when the silhouette's gonna come out. I don't know either. They said maybe third quarter of this year. They hoping for that. But Kicker gonna be fine. They put their entry level into Walmart. Get their name out. Their name is known that everybody knows about Kicker. Tier two companies. They need to start doing that. Certain lines they gonna have to release just so everybody. I don't have somebody ask me told me I never heard of DD. That's me. You ain't been cardio a long time. You never heard of DD. DD
You
is
must be a newcomer.
you got to be a newcomer. DD is respected. They're known as a higher end brand because once you go TD, you ain't go nowhere else.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? The price, you get what you pay for. They ain't faking. You get what you pay for. You'll be surprised. And I'm gonna show y'all here shortly. Y'all gonna hear this 610E in this enclosure. And I'm like, man, did y'all hear the free air test? No mechanical noise. Now, there's some lines on there that they finna get rid of altogether. 500 series will be going altogether. It's gonna be replaced with something else. So they're gonna start at the 600 series. It ain't gonna be. I don't think there's ain't gonna be a 200 series no more. It's gonna be a 6, 7, and 11. Okay. This 600 level E, this 610E that y'all see I'm finna put in this box. Did y'all see it had no mechanical noise? How clean it sounded out the box? It's gonna sound even better in the box. Does that justify that $400 price tag? In my opinion, yeah. Because you're gonna buy something one time and be done with it.
Huh. Yep.
You're gonna buy something one time and be done. It can handle the power and it sounds great. It's gonna do exactly what you want to do. Now, I heard that. No points out of no points needing OT. What's this? Okay. How many points a player you had to send though? What are they talking about? Oh, what are they talking about here? They be saying all kinds of stuff. Might be shooting at me. I don't know.
Right. Some stuff and then you
Mm.
skip and move on to the next.
Here, hello for algorithmic. Hello. No pipe needed. OT bill savings. Gym makes good product. Okay. A little over a rack. What do you think about 2B2 Rampage 15XM box, AQE feet, they fit perfect and sit out to the cab. I bet it's a yeah. You took what you mean AQE feet box? It fit perfect. Yeah, how you took the back seat out? What you mean? How else was it gonna fit? Not fit. What you mean? You got a truck
You
with
made it fit
you made it
perfect.
fit. What you mean it fit perfectly? You took the seat out. That's crazy, man. Not to me. I wouldn't do that because your truck is no longer functional.
Functional. Yep.
Yeah, you got two seats in the front and all that in the back. I don't get it.
I guess he may have. He may not
But if
have
that's
a
what you want to
family.
do, is your vehicle.
He
Yeah,
may
you ain't
not
got
have a
no, you
family.
got no vehicle. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. That's is your vehicle. What's your opinion on Sundown ZV515? What you want to know? I mean, what you want to know
That's a
about?
good question.
Yeah, they are low end. If you get that Mega Roll, you get that Mega the stock configuration with the Mega Roll surround, gonna kill the lows. Not really a balanced driver, but it's gonna kill the lows. But you can get that same subwoofer from Jacob and say, man, put the SPL surround on it and give it a more balanced sound. That's my thing. Those of you who say, man, I don't like Sundown, they just kill the lows. That's because that's what he set out to do with his transducer. That's why he put that Mega Roll surround on it. But if you want a more balanced sound, get them to build you one with an SPL surround on it. It's not gonna have that big surround on it. It's gonna be more cone. It's gonna be more balanced. It's gonna play all genres of music, not just kill the lows. And my opinion, ZV515 is not really for SKL crowd. Unless you got the money to spend, yeah. But for most people, that's a very expensive sub. Takes a lot of power to run it. You're not gonna buy them 215s and without doing some serious upgrade. You have to move that, baby. You calling me?
No, I was trying to call you right now.
Okay. What's the best shallow mount sub for under seat truck box? Huh. Soon I'm gonna have. I told you I'm finna experience a lot with DD. We're gonna try the DD SL610. I'm gonna try the B2 Rage. B2 Rage. The B2 Audio has one as well. I know for a fact, and I've heard it on Rob. I'll be watching this channel. That J Audio TW312. Ooh, you would think you got a ported box. That thing beat. Uh, it's loud. It's very, very loud. So look at them three options right there. I have something different than that one. Two Pioneer GMD mono amps for 215-inch scar. It's on a sealed prefab box though. Sound okay. Maybe a bigger sealed box might sound better. Hmm. Okay. What about round sub tens? LKS, you can. I got a CS112J audio on the slim width and it's good, but no magic valve, add power, but no bass shows. Hmm. On the SL600 sound great. Got two of my daily. I'm gonna try them out, man. I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna try them out here. I want to hear them from. I want to play with them. I want to play for them. Play with myself. I see what the graph do, but I want to play for them. Play with them myself. I got a customer who's going to get. I'm building a box for him for 3 of my recommendation, and it's SC10 MBE Crossfire amp. I know they strong, but expect them to say anything on signal noise ratio or dampening. Mm. I ain't gonna comment on that. I like to look for that. I need to know the signal noise ratio and I need to know the dampening. I have to know that. Be what amplifier. That dampening factor gotta be greater than 150. And I want that signal noise ratio to be somewhere in the 90s, if not 100. 95, greater than 95 or 100. Where did you purchase your DB meter from? Sound Solution Audio. Aaron Clean. Sound Solution Audio. What do you think about the Scar Audio IX8? They for their price, they put their price range $39. And that's what you gonna get $39 of performance because it probably cost them $9 to make the subwoofer. Is the build list wait time long? Yes, it is. My build list wait time was 8 to 10 weeks. Yes, it is, and it ain't going down. So if you wait for it to go down, it ain't gonna go down. It never goes down. I'm a focal guy. Going to get with you. You're a neighbor in Alabama. Okay, cool. Focal make a good sub too. They got a sound quality driver. Where to go to get my Z5 modified? Call Sundown. When you send it back to them, they'll put an SPL cone on it. I think you could call Audio Apex too and ask them to an order subwoofer and say you want the SPL surround, not the Mega Roll surround. They might even have an option you can click on it. I'm not sure. If you do shallow mounts for trucks, will you still front fire? No, that can be a down fire or a up fire. I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna have a segment. I'm gonna review some B2 audio shallow mounts and some DD shallow mounts, uh, and so I can see, a better. Instead of just hearing, I want to play with the box for myself, and see what I can do with them. I've heard both. Well, I haven't heard the B2 Audio Rampage. I've heard both, and I was impressed. But I want to play with the box. I want to play with the box, see if I can even get more performance. I'm finna do that here shortly with this guy that I'm building for 310s because he got the space to run three of them SL610s. Got it from a guy in, I think, some shop in North Carolina. Some dealer got it from a dealer in North Carolina. The SQ version of the ZV6, that's an oxymoron. The SQ version of the ZV6, the ZV6 is not an SQ sub. Bro, when you got a sub with an 80-pound motor, that ain't no sound quality driver. I'm just letting you know that, man. That was just fun to me. The ZV6 is a sound quality. Woo, that's a new one. Or you pick 2JL7 or 2D8. Or you pick the DD. In my application, the DD SW2508 is the best 8 in my application. From all the 8s I've ever ran. These boys. These boys here. You would love to buy something other than Scar, but I don't think another brand is competing dollar for dollar. Well, you get what you pay for, Pax, baby. You get what you pay for. If that's what you're concerned with the price, then you're gonna get that price range budget. You can't buy a Mercedes for a Honda price. I'm sorry. But if that's what the budget you want to pay, so be it. But don't think for a minute that these subs sound like any one of these kings. Don't think that. Don't think, well, I get this car sub, it costs $139. I'm gonna get a Scar Evil 8 and it's gonna sound as good as this DD 2508. Not. No sir. No sir. Uh Thoughts on two TW3 in an imported box or two TW35s and it's sealed. Uh I've heard the TW. No, I heard the TW5. It's 9 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. It's 4. What are we doing? 4 back what?
4 minutes past.
It's 4 minutes. It's time to round this thing up. Great. Okay. Audio pre. Oh, I know the Scar Audio prefab boxes. They ain't tuned where they say they tuned it. I built a lot of boxes for guys who got the Scar Audio prefab, and they said, "Man, this thing ain't." I did a frequency sweep. This thing ain't tuned nowhere in the 30. I said, "Yeah, Kevin ain't known for his honesty. He definitely ain't known for his honesty." On that true runs of power on a B2 audio array 7100. What is this? Two on the amp, triple runs of power to a B2 array 7500 out to two B2 array 12s and a 4 cubic goblet audio box with lithium and a small energy. How important is cabin space? I don't even understand that question. For me, yeah, I heard that JL 13.5 TW that shallow. Woo wee! Boy, look here, my boy Rob. I don't know if he's gonna comment on it, but I heard 4 of them in a box about high as an Air Force One box. About what, 8 inches high? No, 7 inches high. Man, it was insane. How it sounded like a full size driver, but it's a shallow driver. Robert Clark, 30 watts of bass, for real. What do you think of the D4 and sound prefab box? I ain't never heard nothing about the
Say
prefab box.
nothing until you ask the question.
Yeah, I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing about the default sound prefab box. I ain't know they got down for sound, got prefab. I didn't know they. I ain't heard nothing about it. That finger won't be slowing down production. So now this finger happened yesterday. No, it'll be alright. I actually,
Exactly. He good.
yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the finger. But yeah, I did. That saw did cut my. I almost cut the tip of my finger off, man.
Yeah, thanks. Move on.
Hey, relax, baby. Please
I know.
relax. Relax.
I know.
Don't let these people. Okay, but it's fine though. It's fine. Just take. If I can bend it. My wife just want me to leave it still like this so we can make sure that the blood stops. But I can bend it. I just put this thing on it. But this is why I only keep a certain amount of people, and why,
Living proof.
yeah, and why I charge what I charge. Because when you mess around with that saw, you can lose your finger. You can lose it. You can hurt yourself. So it is what it is. But that's why y'all see my video. I said my price. My price is what my price is. I ain't finna change it. I'm out there messing with that saw or this drill. Some of them tools I mess, even that router, I think get out of your hand. And I'm out there messing with it. This is the reason why these boxes turn out looking like this. So I ain't got no CNC machine. So my price is my price. Yeah. They have okay, the zap code. Enjoyable night. I'm heading over to Living Live with Andy. That's cool. Oh, he's in on now at 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock. Well, let me get off this, man. It's 10 o'clock. I didn't know Living Live was on. Best way to send you info, text me. My number's on all the videos. Text me, man. Electricity is there. Y'all know I can't say electricity. Y'all stop fucking with me about that. Hey, but look, man, we've been here for an hour. I would like if everybody hit the like button, subscribe, share the channel. Let's grow together, exchange knowledge in the comments of the videos. I'm gonna give y'all different experiences on different subwoofers, different products. I'm gonna start reviewing speakers here in a minute. Not gonna do the amp dyno tests, but I'm gonna talk about some amps as well. Uh, and let's go together. Get them if you need a box. The number's 404-694-4818. Uh, my wait time was 8 to 10 weeks. I don't. It's always gonna probably be within that because I keep a certain amount of bills at any given time. Now I ain't gonna give that number. At any given time, I got a lot of bills, man. I got a lot of bills, but I'm only gonna take bills as I get bills out the door. All right. So uh, I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it.
DJ Rock on said put some extra string Neil Sporting on it. I already have.
Yeah, my wife took care of all that. My wife took care of all that. And what I was doing, I was just simply cutting the wood, man, and didn't pay attention to where this pinky was when I was moving the board to make sure it's 90 degrees and hit that blade. Talking about it,
Yep.
pop.
And all it takes is just a second. That's all it
Yeah.
takes.
When I walked upstairs, my wife, she like to faint it. Oh my God, is it all? I said, nah,
The inside was
it
crawling.
nipped it all. It nipped it almost to the bone.
Yeah,
Near the
it
bone.
looked.
I said, why you not crying? Why you hurt? I said, what that gonna do?
I felt like crying.
She felt it. I said, what got that? The blood was just pouring. He said, baby, you okay? I said, yeah, I'm all right. I walked up the stairs. I'm here. I just need you to help me rinse it off. Oh, does it hurt? Yeah, it hurt.
He talking about touch it, fix it, put this here, fold it around there. But wait, let me do it gently.
Yeah, she was more,
It made my skin crawl. I'm
yeah,
telling
it
you.
was deep. It was deep. Hit the nail and everything. I'm talking about it. Drink. I wonder how it gonna heal up, how it gonna look.
It's gonna heal up great in time.
Yeah, it gonna heal up. Even my wife's super positive. She don't like to say nothing negative, man. She don't like to say nothing
Because
negative.
that's how the body operates. Whatever you tell the body, it will be.
Mm. Well, I'm good. So this is the end of the channel.
Amen.
This will be out tomorrow. It don't stop production. The boxes keep moving. Only thing that stop the production if I don't have these. As long as I got these, they can be like this or like this. I can still work. Yeah, I'm good because this is the key. This right here. This right here. Because soon I'm gonna have. I'm tell y'all. Soon I'm gonna have me at least one, at least two CNC machines, and then boy, y'all really gonna see something. Y'all really gonna see something. Y'all really gonna see something. I'm gonna take them truck, especially them truck boxes. Thank y'all for y'all support. Hey man, thanks MB, Miss MB, Vanna Black. We'll see y'all later.
Good night.
Good night. Hey, on a quiet note, check this out. I sold them boys out. You gonna call your DD dealer and want to get a 2508?
They out.
And they out. Your money in there, baby. I don't play no games, man. I don't play no games, man. I'll make them jokers move. Get them off the shelf, baby. Build up, man. But they said, I talked to the guy up there. He said, man, it won't be too much longer. They're gonna get the vendor, get them baskets back in stock, so we can. Cause boy, look at here.
Keep it moving.
Boy,
Like that.
boy, this a motherfucker, boy. Let me stop cussing. I need to watch my mouth. Them jokers there, man. Stand by this week. I'm gonna show y'all another video with them DDs. I'm at this the second week. No, it's the second week now, ain't it?
They ain't broke in yet, and I'm still amazed.
Hold on, this is the second week, ain't it? Wasn't the last week? This week?
It's the second week.
This is the second week. So we're gonna do a video this weekend. They're gonna do a video this weekend. I'm gonna be at 141, somewhere between 30 and 33. I promise you that. I promise you that.
You're not exaggerating. Every time I get in the truck, I hear a different note.
Mm-hmm.
A different note.
It just.
I heard something. They're like.
Yeah, good. They something else, boy. Them 25 weights ain't nothing. it, it's the king of the kings. That's it.
Yes,
it's the king of the kings, baby. If you can afford it,
buy
it one time, be done with it, baby. Yes. And if you can get that supercharged option, buy it and be done with it.
Yep.
Buy it and be done with it. Peace.